Welcome back to lesson 9.4 part 2. So we're going to continue on with a few more examples before you guys get going on your homework. So here it says to find the value of x. So we can use the tangent ratio that we just learned in order to find the value of x by setting up an equation. So just like we did before, here we have this 10-degree angle. So using this 10-degree angle right here, I can use the tangent ratio because what's given to me here is that 5 here, this is going to be the opposite side, and then the x right here, this side, it's not the hypotenuse, this side is the adjacent side for the 10-degree angle. Since that's the case, and I know that tangent is opposite divided by adjacent, I can use the tangent to figure out the value of x. So my equation becomes the tangent, my angle now is not just a letter, but it's 10 degrees, so it's tangent of 10 degrees is equal to the opposite side, which is 5, divided by the adjacent side, which is x. And now to solve this, I think the easiest way to think about solving this is to put tangent of 10 degrees over 1, and now it's like a proportion from chapter 8. So what we would do is we would cross multiply here, right? And I'm going to put the x always in the front. Whatever I have, x times this tangent of 10 degrees is one thing. So I'll put parentheses around it so you know that you can't get rid of the 10 until you get rid of the whole thing, tangent of 10. And then 5 times 1 is simply 5. So now to get x by itself, I'm going to divide, because this is multiply right here, by the tangent of 10 degrees. And again, I'm keeping that whole thing together, okay? Because it's one thing. That cancels with that. So what I have left is x is equal to 5 divided by the tangent of 10 degrees. Now this is ready for the calculator, so I call this CRF, for calculator ready form. We solved for x all by itself, and we're ready to plug it into our calculator. So when we plug it into our calculator, you type 5, then the division, and then tangent, and then 10. Now, if you have a calculator that does not show on your screen as you type it, then you're going to have to do this in 2 steps. And you're going to have to type in the tangent of 10 first by typing the 10 and then typing tangent. It will give you a decimal. Write that answer down. So if you're doing it this way, you're going to do 10 and then tangent. Your calculator is going to tell you that tangent of 10 is about 0.17632. And then you're going to do 5 divided by, and then type in that number. And when you do that, you're going to end up with x is approximately 28.4. And it asks us here to round to the nearest tenth. And so we're going to just write it with 1 decimal point. So x is approximately 28.4. And if you're having trouble with your calculator, again, please email me about your calculator, and I will do my best to help you figure out how to do that on your calculator. And we've solved for x. We can do the same thing. Let's skip number 5 and let's go on to number 6. In number 6, I'm going to tell you a little bit something different here. So we have another option. We could, let's say we know that this angle is 31 degrees. Since that one's 31, what is the measure of the angle up here at the top? And what you should be doing is 90 minus 31, because this right angle is 90, so the other two have to be 90 together. So that's going to give us 59 degrees. So now if I know that this is 59 degrees, I'm going to use that angle instead, just for fun. So I would say the tangent of 59 degrees equals, and then I do the opposite side. So what's the opposite side? Yep. X is the opposite side, so x divided by the adjacent side. So the adjacent side's touching the angle but not the hypotenuse. Yep, right there. 24. So x divided by 24. Again, you can do the same thing. Put this over 1 and then cross multiply. And now x times 1 is simply x equals, and then it's 24 times the tangent of 59 degrees. So by using the 59 degree angle, this was just a 1-step equation instead of 2. So now I type that into my calculator, And again, some of you guys might have to do 59 and the tangent first and get that decimal, and then multiply that answer by 24. So if you're doing that, the tangent of 59 by itself is 1.66427. Multiply that by the 24, and you're going to get that x is approximately 39.9 and just 0.9. And there we have x. Awesome. So let's go on to number 7. In triangle CDE, angle E is a right angle, so 90 degrees. So let's make a triangle here. You guys have your geometers, remember, so you can always use your geometer to draw the diagrams to make it more accurate and a little bit nicer. So there I have a triangle, and it says that angle E is a 90-degree angle, so I'm going to put angle E right here. And the tangent of angle C is 4/3. So I want to find the tangent then of angle D. So one of these angles is C, so if I call this one C, then if it tells me that the tangent is 4/3, the numerator here is the opposite side. So opposite from angle C here, that's going to be my 4. And then we know that the denominator is the adjacent side. So adjacent here is going to be a 3. Ah, you guys should be able to figure out what the hypotenuse is right now. What's the hypotenuse, everybody? Okay, 3, 4, 5, Pythagorean triple. And then it asks us to find the tangent of angle D. Well, that means that angle D must be the angle up here on the top. So if I want the tangent now of angle D, then I'm going to do the opposite side. So from angle D, if we look for the opposite, we're going all the way across right here. So that's 3 divided by the adjacent side that's not the hypotenuse. So you got it, that's 4, the adjacent side right here. And the tangent of D is equal to 3/4. What do you guys notice about these two tangent values? Here, this one is 3/4, and here, this one is 4/3. Anybody notice anything? They are reciprocals. So the two tangents in the same triangle are always going to be reciprocals. Awesome. That is part 2 of lesson 9.5.